Hello, my loves. You're not broken. You are not broken. And I know this narrative of us feeling like we are broken, feeling like there is something wrong with us. A lot of it, if you feel alone, just know that you're not alone in feeling that. A lot of people feel that they're unfixable, that there's something wrong with them, that they're broken. And I was in that place at one time too, so I get that. But you're not broken, honestly. And I think that that's something that you have to wake up and tell yourself every day. You have to consciously, constantly reaffirm to your brain this truth, that you are not broken, that you are not a what do they say, a self-improvement project. And yes, we can self-improve, but I mean in a sense to where you feel as if you are not good enough as you are now. And what healing has taught me is the truth that we're not escaping this human experience, these human emotions. We're not escaping them. Rather, we are learning how to love who we are as we are, because there's nothing we need to become. There's nothing we need to fine tune, I suppose. It's just about learning how to love yourself as you are now. And naturally, when you learn how to love yourself as you are now, rather than saying you're broken or running away from this current version of you, when you learn to love yourself, that's when your, energy, you raise your vibration, you evolve, you heal, you start to become really happy, and you start to dabble in self-love, and you feel as if you've changed, because you have. But the change is more, as in an evolution, and you're not broken. When you start to tell yourself that you're not broken, when you start to remind yourself that you are beautiful as you are, that you are powerful as you are, that you are worthy as you are now, you will start to see the truth of that reflected back at you. And when we say that we're broken, I think what that does is puts us in a box of unfixable, right? It puts us in a box of unlovable, of unworthiness. Because when we see something as broken, we see it as not working anymore. We see it as not valuable. And when you say that you're broken, it comes along with all of these terms too. Whether you believe it or are aware of it or not, that's what you're telling yourself. You're attaching yourself to all of these terms, all of these labels. And you're not. First of all, you don't need to be labeled. You can just grow and expand. You're not broken. You're just human. And because you're human, you feel things. You feel a lot of things. You go through a lot of things in your life. But how beautiful is that you have this diverse life that you've gone through, where you can now face and say, I've come out on top of it. Even though, I might have given up on myself a few times here and there, I still came out on top of it. How beautiful is it that you can say that? Because I know you can say that, and I know that is your story. Even if you might not resonate with that right now, that is your story. That is who you are. And you're not broken, my love, my friend. You're not fixable. You're just you're just human, and you need to learn how to, or we as a collective, right, need to learn how to love ourselves for who we are, instead of trying to conquer everything. Like, you're not trying to conquer anything. You're just trying to learn how to love yourself. And we're not escaping this human experience. We're understanding it. We understand ourselves deeper and deeper and deeper. But yeah, you're not broken. I just saw 444 right now on my thing. So if anybody needed, and 444 can mean spiritual protection. Your angels are watching over you. It can mean a lot of things for a lot of people. So if 444 resonates with you, take it as it is. That can also be the energy of this video, is 444 energy, because I see 444 as kind of soft and angelic. I kind of see it as pink, which is kind of weird, but I see it as a Valentine, soft and angelic. And so yeah, I guess that's a confirmation. But you're not broken. You're exactly where you need to be, actually. And you're not a puzzle piece that needs to be like, how when there's a puzzle piece and then there's one piece that's missing and you have no idea where this piece is, and so there are some people who see this puzzle missing a piece and then they think that the whole puzzle is just shit. The whole puzzle is it's like it all the work that they put in, it doesn't matter because they're missing this one piece. And for some reason, I don't know why that came into my head, but that's what I see this conversation as. Like, you try to put in all this work, but because you feel so broken, you're missing that one piece. It doesn't matter. You're still like, you don't matter, but you do matter. You don't need fixing, my friend. And something that we should be taught growing up is self-love. All you need to do is go on this self-love journey, whatever that looks like for you, whatever that means to you. Go on this self-love journey and learn to love yourself. And I think that that's the only thing that my only advice is self-love. Self-love, self-love. It's funny because this morning I kept saying self-love is the best love, self-love is the best love, self-love is the best love. And I didn't know that I was going to make this video today. So that's kind of funny. I guess I was foreshadowing, but yeah, self-love is the best love. You loving yourself is going to be the best fucking romantic story you can ever have, ever in your life. And the only advice I will give is go on this self-love journey, because when you do, you're going to realize that you were never broken all along. You were never broken. You were never fixable. You were never unworthy. You were never unvaluable. You were all of these things. You had so much sadness that you couldn't see it, and you will see it though one day. That's something that that lately I've been lacking a little bit on my self-love, and I think maybe that's why this morning I was saying self-love is the best love, because I was trying to remind myself, and I was trying to feel that love for myself today. Like I said, you just realize that you were never broken, that you were just hurt, and you were in pain, and you wanted somebody to love you. And when you start loving yourself, you realize that that's all you needed was to love yourself, honestly. And that's going to take you very far when you love yourself. Very, very far in your life. Because now, no matter what comes your way, no matter what you encounter in your life, it's not going to make you believe or change the narrative in your head of who you are. You're self-secure, you know who you are. But yeah, sorry for I don't know if you guys hear the dogs barking, but I think that is where we cut the video short. I will see you guys next video. Bye, everybody.